Good morning, folks. Hey, the Old Fisherman back with you. Take you on a trip today to Lake Monticello. Caught a few crappies. I want to show you the presentation and how I caught them. If you take this situation using a 10-foot rod or bigger with a straight jig on the end, and if you get hung up around the trash, you can punch the end off. You grab your line and just pull the line back and punch it off in the trash. You can work all up in bushes and little trees and stuff, like where I caught them bass the other day. You can drop it into cracks, and this crappies will move up a ditch, and they'll end up fading up on the bank in different structure, trees, bushes, all of that, rocks. And you can work this pole, this jig. If the water's dingy, you can't see but about 8 or 10 inches is perfect. You just ease it down real slow, and as you easing it down, you get the right depth. Taking it by a crappie, he'll take it. And once you figure out what depth they're in, you repeat yourself. The other day, they was probably in about 10 foot of water, 5 foot deep, 4 foot deep. It might have been a little bit shallower than that. They was in the upper water table, but they hit this Bobby Garland jig, and I like to use it, and I've said this before, I pull the line up toward the hook, and it makes it horizontal. That's important. And I use the 16th head because it got a little bit bigger hook in case I hooked a big bass or something on this particular rod. But when I'm casting, a lot of times I use the double jig with 2 32nd heads. But anyhow, that's what I caught the bass on the other day. But this crappie rod, any kind of 10 foot, 11 foot rod, me and my daddy used to do it all the time back in the 60s. We'd drop these jigs around bushes, buttonwood bushes, back up in always a long creek where they funnel up in the creek. They run that ditches like highways, and when they get to the back, it makes a turn. There's a bush right there, it's a perfect place. Or a tree laying in the water. Just a perfect structure for crappies when they move shallow to bed. And Lake Murray, right now, when the water temperature is around 60 degrees, it's a good time to do this. Or you can cast for them. If it's clear water, you're going to cast. If it's dingy water, you can use this. The dingier the water, the less they spook. Clear water, they'll spook on you. A lot of times you got to use a small cart, and I've done that several times, casting up there and working it real slow back, about 10 inches, 12 inches deep with a jig, and they come up and get it. But that's a good way in the clear water. But now remember, the clearer the water, the deeper the fish. The dirtier the water, they're liable to be like 2 or 3 inches under. If it's real dirty, 2 or 3 inches under the water, just sitting there soaking up the sun for them eggs that they're fixing to produce. But I'm gonna take you on a fishing trip today. We only caught 4 big old slabs, but I'm gonna show you how I done it. It's gonna be a short trip, but hey, we caught a bass at the end, casting the little jigs like we did in Lake Murray, and I might bring you that. But hey, go with me on the fishing trip, and I'll explain a few in my upcoming show today. I'll explain a few of my rods that I use. People want to ask me questions about what style rods, H2O, and all the numbering on it. I try to do the best I can do on that. Hey, appreciate all of y'all out there watch his Old Fisherman videos. Go to SteveCumelana.com to get your merchandise. Hey, we need to sell some stuff. Go and check it out. Old Fisherman store on Wix, SteveCumelana.com. And appreciate all of you. Hey, let's go fishing. I'll show you what I done on Lake Monticello. God bless you. Let's go. Well, good morning, folks. Hey, the Old Fisherman back with you. Today we on Lake Monticello. I haven't been over here probably in 6 or 8 weeks. And the water's down. I come over here to see if the crappie's gonna bite, but over at Lake Monticello, the water's up. Usually them crappies will push in. If it's down, they'll push back out. So I don't know what we're gonna do today. We might end up back trying to find some perch. Hopefully we catch a couple bass maybe. I don't know. Well, we going out today. I want to go over a few things. I got a lot of people asking about my rods. My 4 favorite rods, types of rods to use, casting jigs and dropping it to the bottom where the big girls lie, is, and I will go over each one of it. This Celis rod is just a wonderful rod. It's by it's called Celis Shimano rod. And of course I like to lose reels. I like the 300 series, I like the 200 series, but this particular rod here has got a good action. It's a 6'8", 6 to 12 pound test. It's a Power Pro 5 to 20 pound line. lure weight, 1/8 to 3/8. That's important, people. 1/8 to 3/8 lure weight. And it's a fast action on the end. And it really feels good, 6'8". I tend to like the 6'8" better than the longer rods because my wrist hurts so bad, and the shorter rods there's a lot less pressure to hold on to. But hey, it's just a great rig. That's rig number one I like to use. Now that's not my favorite, but now the next is probably one of my favorites. It's real light. It's an H2O Express. Of course, I got the Lose reel on this one too, 300 series. Hey, we always put 8-pound, most of the time 8-pound fluorocarbon on my main reel, unless I'm using braid, and I like the 10-pound or less braid now. I used to use bigger braid, but I go 10-pound or less now. But this particular rod here is a 7-foot. It's a ETHD 70MS. Now I also got a 6'8" one, exactly the same thing, but it's 6'8". And it right here, the important thing is it is for 1/4 to 3/4 lure. So it's just a great, wonderful rod. It's real light, balanced, and you get it at Academy Sports. You can get all these rods at Academy Sports. That's where I buy most of my rods. They got the best prices, I think. And my next, one of my favorite crappie rigs is this BLF. It's a Shimano BLF, and I'm gonna read this to you. It's a 7-foot. Now I also got a 7-foot. I think it's a 7.2, a little bit longer than this one, but it's 7-foot, 8 to 14 pound, medium action, fast. I like the medium fast action, 1/4 to 5/8 lure. And there again, I got the Lose reel on this one too. And it's the Lose SHOESS. It's just a good little reel. And it's a 300 series also. Now, last but not least, I use this rod especially for worm fishing. It's a shaky head rod by Cashin. I've had it many years. A 6'6" fast action, 6 to 12, 1/16 to 5/16 ounce series. P8-4. That's P as in Paul, 84366, B as in back, 71514A as in apple. It's a little bit heavier rod. It's heavier to hold, but I've been using that. I like to use this casting bucktails and jigs and what have you around the bank, and definitely for my Carolina rig worm action with the light lead on it. Just a wonderful rod. And there again, I got fluorocarbon on here with a Lose. This reel here now is a Silver Max. But anyhow, just to let you know, kind of, somebody was asking about my rods. And of course, I got the Bone Daddy rod, which is real limber on the end. The one I got is a Bone Daddy, it's a saltwater rod. I don't have that one out to show you, but it's a good rod if you like limber action on the end. But these rods here, if you get a bite, you can set the hook with these rods I just showed you. But hey, let's go to Lake Monticello here today and see what we can do. Loving life again. If we don't catch a fish, the sun's coming up and the wind is calm. It's going to be one of them bluebird days. We might not even catch a fish. We might just do a tackle show right here. And that's what we just done. God bless all of you out there. Let's go fishing and see what we do. Lake Monticello, loving life. God bless. Well, good morning, folks. Hey, we're back in a little cove here at Lake Monticello. Water's down. I know we probably ain't going to be no need to try crappies with the water down like this, but I got my long rod out. We're going to see if we can work and catch a crappie in here. See if there's anything in here. Normally, unless the water's up, they ain't in here. But we're going to give it a shot for a few minutes, and then we're going out to deep fishing. That's all we can do. With the water like it is, we're going to either have to fish probably in these ditch channels and out on the humps, try to find some perch. It's going to be a tough day, I guarantee. I haven't been over here so long. I don't see any gull activity over here like in Lake Murray, so we're going to have to just struggle. I'm going to first try to catch this little low top, an old tree in the water here. and I've caught an awful lot of fish on it. We're just gonna drop this jig around, kind of out in front. I'm thinking crappies might be done pulled in here. It's 58 degrees, definitely water temperature is okay. But the problem is dropping water. Is getting on these fish into dropping water. They don't like to move up in this lake until that water comes in at night. And a lot of times they'll feed at night. When it goes to dropping during the day, they gone back. And we might have that dilemma in here, and we might catch one. I don't know. I have caught them in here, and I tell you that, this time of year. But everything changes in a fishing lake. Got fishing pressure. Ain't near the crappies that used to be in here. I think the white perches eat all the eggs out, and the big blues is eating the crappies out. But I see a little bit of gull activity out there at a place that I've caught a lot of fish at when the water's down. So we're gonna give it about 5-10 minutes in here. If we don't get a bite, we out of here. I can tell you that, we out of here. We're gonna go out there in deep water, try to catch some bass and perch. What we're gonna do. Ain't no guarantee, but that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna try. That's my plan anyhow. I always got a plan, work a plan. There's a little shady area right here. Around this tree limb, but see that little stick needs to be out the water, under the water, not out of the water. So that tells me right there. Oh, we're gonna carp up there wallowing. What that was? Carp. Carp up there wallowing in the grass. Oh, there's a crappie. Oh Lord, we got a crappie. Oh Lord, we got a crappie. Oh my, we got a crappie, folks. That's a good sign. They are out, and they are up in the trash. Look at him. Look at that, what a crappie. Oh my, oh my, oh my, I'm excited. I'm excited to get a crappie bite. That jug was shallow too. Hey, they might be in here. We worked up there with that long pole. Hey, and you see what we just caught, folks. That is a jumbo magnum. Look at that. Got him on a Bobby Garland blueback shad is what I got him on. With a black 16th head. And we got him. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about right there, folks. That's what I wanted to do. If the water be up, we'd probably kill him. Hey, let's see if there's any more in there around that tree. He's laying around that tree up there. That's a good sign, folks. That's a real good sign. Got to work ourselves back in there now. We got worked out of there. He stumped it, but I couldn't believe it. I wasn't even focusing. I felt that thing go boom. It ain't nothing like the thump, folks. If you ain't never experienced the thump of a long rod and dropping jigs around trash like this is what me and my daddy used to do all the time this time of year. We'd take a fly rod. Back then we didn't have long rods. We had a 9-foot fly rod, and we would put a spinner reel on it just like this, and we would work around trash in Lake Murray this time of the year and catch these crappies, because they move up these channels and they spread out at the closest place as far as trash and brush and any kind of thing to lay the eggs around. There's one there, it might be two there. Oh Lord, we got another one. Oh Lord, they in here. Oh Lord, they in here. Oh my, look at him. Look at that, what crappies. Let's get back out of here. We got to get back out of here. Get trolling mode down, nothing. Oh my goodness, y'all see this? Y'all see this? Low water conditions and we catch a slab crappies. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh my goodness, on a long rod. We got the right color jig apparently. Huh? What? Y'all look at this. Look at that jig in his mouth. Oh my, I'm excited. Look at him. Look at here. Look at here. That's a slab. That's a Lake Monticello doggone slab. We might be crap fishing today, folks. That's what we might be doing. I can't believe I done caught 2 crappies that quick. They're right up in that trash too. They in here. Oh my goodness, I don't know how many we're gonna catch before we spook them out, but we show a couple in there. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I don't mind telling you, I got my what we got to do, back up there where I caught them, the boat's positioned wrong, so I got to turn the boat. I got it on one. I got it as low as I can get it with the trolling motor. We're going to turn the boat and work our way back up there. And while I do, it's some more trash right over here. We're going to flip it over here and then work. We're going to let that settle down a little bit. We caught two real quick up there. That is one heck of a good sign. And they slabs too. They ain't no babies. They slabs. They are slabs. I know what I'm probably going to do today is crappie fish. I mean, that feels so good to catch them babies. I mean, so good. Probably won't get another bite, but boy, that was fun. What? That was worth coming over right there, them 2 bites. I'm not lying. 2 bites was worth coming over here. We might ought to get back off this thing and throw a cart and a jig out there. What we might need to do, keep them spooking them. We'll spook them out and then we might come back and try to catch some more because it's going to be shady in here for a while. And they'll be, well, and the water's got a little tint to it too. Put it back out there. And they shallow too. They ain't but a couple foot deep. 4 or 5. Four or 5 foot. Alright, let's see if we can get a nut up there. We get close to where we ought to be. Might not get a nut. That was just too unlucky. I mean, too lucky. I can't believe it with the water down there biting like that. We might go to some other brush piles and catch them. Probably done spooked them out now. What I'm betting. Probably won't get no more now. Right up by that limb right there is where they ought to be. Right out in there. I probably spooked them out now. That's what I'm thinking. Those noise. By gosh, we caught 2 slabs though. I'll tell you that. We done caught 2 slabs. We don't catch them nothing. We might have to get our casting rod out. We done spooked. It was more than 2 though, I promise you. We done spooked. You got to keep working around. We might throw the jig out and cast up there. I mean, troll up there. There's another. Golly. Got off. Got off. That was another bite right there. That was another bite right there. Got off. There he is. Got him nothing. Got him nothing. Look at that. 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 Got another slab. Oh Lord. Got another. See what can happen. You just take your time. What can happen? Right there. That's 4 bites we've got. 4 bites. And they're all females too. And the females are moving in, buddy. What I'm talking about, the females are moving in. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. And females are moving in. What I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. 3 pretty ones right there. I mean, them 3 pretty ones. All you do is ease it down by this trash. Twitch it. There you go. What I'm talking about? Look at that. Look at that water crappie. 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 Big old slab crappies. What I'm talking about. Big old slab crappies. You're talking about pound and a half crappies. Look at that. Look at that jig. Look at that jig in there. Look at that jig. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Oh my goodness sakes alive, that's a beauty. It's full beauty. Too close to his head. Back at it. They in there. We just got to take our time and catch them. Hey folks, casting the jig up against the bank. We got a doggone largemouth on. Nice and good. Nice. Right up against the bank. Hey, day. Nice. Got the doggone tackle jig up the bank. Look at him. Right up in the cove. Them daggone largemouth would hit this doggone crappie jig in Lake Monticello, Lake MERMAID.